My name's Tony McCabe. I'm head teacher of St Joseph's Catholic High School in Horwich, and our work with e-Qualitas is really around the Teacher Apprenticeship Programme, and we've had a teacher apprentice in maths now that's come to the end of the programme, and it's been incredibly successful. We came to a position in school where one of we came to the realization that one of the most important things that we do as a school is appoint the right members of staff to positions. In some subject areas, it's particularly difficult to get the right members of staff with the right skills, with the right mindset, and also with the ability to form effective relationships with young people. And I think the brilliant concept of the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme is that you can identify talent in members of staff currently within school, and we were very fortunate to have an absolutely amazing TA4 working with us in maths. And that was Rena. We knew that she had all the things like she was the ability to create effective relationships with young people. She had that sense of character that you need. And these are all the things that sometimes when you're interviewing an unknown out there, you're unaware of what kind of person they really are. We believe that you can teach skills to anybody, but what you can't do is change the substance of the character. And the Teaching Apprenticeship Programme has allowed us to identify those individuals and to be able to train them up to be some of the best teachers. Yeah, I think particularly being a good mathematician is one thing. A subject enhancement course then allows them to understand the real concepts within the subject, and being able to teach maths is a very different thing than having the knowledge itself. And the subject enhancement course has allowed her to think through not just think through the maths, but think through how the maths works and how you explain those concepts to young people. Absolutely incredible. I think it's good to have teachers that are very hungry to learn. Part of our mission statement is to dream the impossible and achieve beyond our wildest imaginations. And we believe that is true for teachers as well as it's true for our students within school. And it's really good for the young people, for staff, for parents, the wider community to see members of staff bettering themselves, members of staff learning new skills and becoming part of the wider teaching team at St Joseph's. There's quite a few different members of staff that are involved in supporting teaching apprenticeships through. So there are subject specialists within the department. They're really, really important because the teaching apprentice learns alongside those within the classroom day in and day out. Heads of department are also very important in terms of setting up the right kind of experiences to further and to develop the teacher. But it's also really important to have somebody centrally as an induction mentor, so that we make sure that the new members of staff are actually inducted not just into the life of the teacher, but inducted into the life of the school. Yeah, so these induction programs cover things like safeguarding, ensuring that the member of staff fully understands the wider concept of what it's like to work with young people and our responsibilities to keep them safe, to keep them happy, and to put them in a position where they can be successful. We also induct our trainees. Some might not necessarily have worked in a Catholic school, might not know much about the faith, and we think it's really important that they understand a bit about our mission, what that really means, what it doesn't mean as well, and sometimes putting to bed wrong ideas. It's also about inducting them to our wider community, so our learning and teaching programme. Staff within school have been on a journey over the last 5 years, and it's making sure that new members of staff are brought up to speed with that looking at, for instance, making sure that our classrooms are inclusive, making sure that we're meeting the needs of all students. We have a concept at St Joseph's. It started off think send, think me. So it's about thinking about individual students and getting to know them and finding out what their particular needs are so that we're in a best position to address those as teachers. I think working in partnership with e-Qualitas has allowed us to put into place a system to support new members of staff within school, but in such a way that it's not over full of bureaucracy. It's not having too much paperwork, and it's about focusing on developing individual teachers and supporting them through the programme. Potentially the biggest challenge is getting the talented individual within school to recognise their true potential and working at a different level. So moving from the position of being a TA4, which is very much involved with the young people, very much involved in terms of learning and teaching, but stepping up to that position of teacher within the classroom and assuming a new role, a new identity, and different, more effective relationships with young people during that time. I think for us, I'd definitely go 10 out of 10. I think we've been really lucky to have a very talented individual that we've recognised, and to be able to home grow teachers in effect from source, to be able to recognise their talent and see that through to fruition, and then for them to be able to secure a job at the end of the programme within our school has just allowed us to do something that 10-15 years ago it wouldn't have been on the radar, and the whole process has just fitted together so well for us as a school and ultimately for the benefit of the young people.